when it happened, and it has.
Because of what's happening right now. Rollins in position for Roman Reigns.
Wrestling fans, buckle up. A storm is brewing in WWE that could reshape the entire landscape of professional wrestling. If the backstage rumors hold any weight, we might be on the verge of witnessing the birth of one of the most powerful factions WWE has ever seen. A faction poised to rival the Bloodline and potentially even surpass the dominance of the original Evolution. Seth Rollins, the architect of chaos, has set the wheels in motion, and the mastermind behind it all is none other than Paul Heyman. The duo has set their sights on Austin Theory, and trust us, this isn't just a random team-up. This is a full-scale revolution. A movement to take control of WWE from the inside out. Seth Rollins, the visionary in control. For years, Seth Rollins has been a force of nature in WWE, a man who has built his career on chaos, destruction, and ultimately, rebirth. Rollins is not just a wrestler, he's a visionary who thrives in the unknown. He's embraced both sides of the wrestling world, the hero and the villain. But through it all, Rollins has learned that true power isn't about holding the title or winning matches. It's about shaping the future. It's about creating a legacy, one that doesn't rely on the past but is firmly grounded in the future. And now, with cracks forming in Roman Reigns' ironclad grip on WWE, CM Punk's controversial return, shaking up the atmosphere, and the bloodline fracturing, Rollins sees the perfect opening to rise and establish his empire. He's recruited the perfect strategist to help him accomplish this goal. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman. The mastermind. Paul Heyman is no stranger to building dynasties. He's the genius who took Brock Lesnar and turned him into an unstoppable force. He's the man who made Roman Reigns the tribal chief and orchestrated the rise of the bloodline. If Rollins has entrusted him with this mission, you can bet it's more than just a passing thought. Heyman has always been a master manipulator, quietly observing, waiting for the right moment to strike. He's been analyzing the WWE roster for some time now, looking for a prodigy to lead the charge in the new evolution of WWE, and that prodigy, Austin Theory. Austin Theory, the chosen one. Austin Theory has been a highly touted prospect for some time now. Handpicked by Vince McMahon himself, Theory seemed to have the world at his feet. He won the Money in the Bank contract, held the United States Championship, and looked to be on the fast track to superstardom. But somewhere along the way, his momentum stalled. Creative missteps, bad timing, or just plain bad luck saw Theory stagnate in the mid-card. Despite his incredible talent, charisma, and athleticism, Theory couldn't find his way to the main event. But Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman see something in Theory that others don't. They see not just the man he is today, but the potential he could become. A future world champion, a star who can carry WWE into a new era, but only if he's molded the right way. If Theory chooses to align with Rollins and Heyman, the promise is clear. Greatness. The opportunity to be the centerpiece of WWE. All he has to do is trust in Rollins' vision and Heyman's guidance. A new evolution. Building the future. This new version of Evolution isn't just a tribute to the past, it's a warning to the present. The original Evolution was a perfect blend of wisdom, power, and raw potential. Triple H as the experienced leader, Ric Flair as the sage advisor, Randy Orton as the young talent, and Batista as the powerhouse. This new Evolution is using the same formula, but with a modern twist. Seth Rollins, the architect, would take on the role of the experienced leader. He's seen it all, both the highs and the lows, and has the experience to lead this new faction to the top. Braun Breaker, the physical beast who has been tearing through NXT and already making waves on the main roster, would be the enforcer. He is the muscle, the wrecking ball of this group. And then, of course, there's Austin Theory, the chosen young star, the future world champion, ready to take WWE into the next generation. But there's more. Insiders are saying there's a secret X factor that could elevate this faction to an even higher level. Randy Orton. That's right, the legend killer himself. Orton, who was once the crown jewel of the original Evolution, may not be an official member of this new group, but rumors suggest he could be a silent advisor, offering his wisdom from behind the scenes. Imagine Orton, now in the twilight of his legendary career, passing on his knowledge to the new generation, guiding Theory on how to become a predator, coaching Breakker on how to dominate the ring, and advising Rollins on how to keep everything under control when chaos inevitably strikes. The target: Roman Reigns. When you talk about the top of WWE, there's one name that stands above all others: Roman Reigns. For over 3 years, the Tribal Chief has ruled SmackDown with an iron fist, and his grip on the company has been absolute. But lately, cracks have started to show. The Bloodline is no longer the cohesive unit it once was. Solo Sikoa is unpredictable. Jimmy Uso is emotionally and physically wounded. Jey Uso is carving out his own path. And Roman's hold on power isn't as secure as it once was. A faction led by Seth Rollins, bolstered by Braun Breaker's raw power and driven by a recharged Austin Theory, could be the final blow that shatters the Bloodline for good. With this new evolution, Roman's reign could come to an end, marking the dawn of a new era. The target: CM Punk. CM Punk's return to WWE has been nothing short of controversial. After a decade away from the company, Punk stepped back into a vastly different WWE. The locker room dynamics have shifted, and Punk, for all his talent and legacy, has stirred up a hornet's nest of backstage tension. Aligning against Punk would not only send a bold message, but would also unite a faction of younger talent behind Rollins and Heyman's vision. The storytelling possibilities are endless. Imagine main event matches at SummerSlam or Survivor Series featuring Rollins, Breakker and Theory against Reigns, Punk, and possibly even Cody Rhodes, who has his own unresolved scores with the old guard. Punk could be pinned clean by Theory, launching him into superstardom, while Breakker dismantles Roman's enforcers. Rollins and Reigns could finally have the ultimate showdown, a battle for supremacy that's been brewing for years. The bigger picture: a total takeover. This faction isn't just about forming a group for the sake of it. The plan is simple: total domination. The new evolution has already set its sights on the biggest targets in WWE. Roman Reigns, the longest reigning champion of this era, and CM Punk, the self-proclaimed best in the world, represent the old guard, two legendary figures still standing tall while the next generation is ready to take over. If Austin Theory accepts Heyman's offer, if he embraces the darkness that Rollins and Heyman are offering, it could spell absolute disaster for Roman and Punk. The new evolution is poised to take over WWE, and their sights are set on the biggest prizes in the company. The road to WrestleMania. A new era. The possibilities for this storyline are endless. Picture it now. Theory wins the Royal Rumble, backed by his brothers in arms. Seth Rollins captures the WWE Championship once again. Braun Breaker wins the Intercontinental Championship, all three of them holding gold at the same time under the guidance of Paul Heyman. It would be a moment WWE fans haven't seen in years, a complete takeover by a new generation of talent, hungry for power. But it all depends on Austin Theory's decision. Will he accept the offer? Will he risk everything to rise to a new level of greatness? Or will he let the moment pass and become just another wasted prospect? The wrestling world is watching closely, and if Theory says yes, then WWE fans are about to witness one of the most dangerous and exciting eras in modern wrestling history. The showdown: survival of the fittest. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and the old guard better be ready. This time, it's not about respect, it's not about loyalty, it's about survival. Only the strong will remain standing. The pieces are in place for something monumental, and WWE fans are about to witness the rise of a new faction that could change the game forever. The countdown has begun, and the new evolution is coming.